Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Top Flight Computers YouTube channel and LinkedIn. Bam. Oh, that wasn't the LinkedIn. That was our website.
Yeah, try.
I tried. My name is Connor.
And I'm Andrew, and tonight we're building Beast of Valhalla. Very cool sounding name. So this is a computer designed for photography and post-processing, editing, all that good stuff. So, specifically Lightroom, Photoshop, and MS Office. So we have a 16-core Core i9 12900K from Intel that Connor has over with him, which will be installed in an Asus ROG STRIX D690A gaming Wi-Fi D4
Our table is
motherboard.
rotated. I just realized it on the thing. Yeah.
That's fine. That would be cooled by this Fractal S36 Celsius triple rad water cooler. Just moving. We have 64 gigs
There we go.
of DDR4 3200, not DDR5 in this case. Or should I say in this motherboard. We have a 512 gig and a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD from Kingston.
Oh, no, I have those.
That Connor also has with him. And a 4 terabyte hard drive, a Western Black that I have over here with me. We'll be installing for mass storage. An RTX 3060 from EVGA, the 12 gig variant. And an 850 watt power supply from Enermax to power all that, and our Corsair 4000D airflow.
You know, we're professionals. We totally looked all of this over before we started doing this.
Hey, I did my stuff.
All right. Move your side of the table up a little bit.
Should we move yours back?
No, just move yours up, trust me.
There's panels on it. Yeah, it's on there.
That's fine. All right, there we go.
All right, are you happy?
Yeah,
Wanna
it's close enough. And
wanna
then
get
that
square
camera's
out?
not. It's close enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start building.
Speak of that close enough, if you want to swap it over to top cam, we can see how bad it is. Oh. It could be better.
It's
It'll be all right.
it'll work. Table. Because we have a SATA hard drive, which we don't install super frequently anymore, we need SATA power as well as SATA data. Data cable.
We got another hard drive.
Chris says we have another hard drive coming on Thursday.
I literally went through, took out my knife, opened up the RAM, put it away, then realized I needed to, took it back out, opened that one, put it away, then realized the motherboard was also changed.
You on the struggle bus today?
I have, yep.
Driving the struggle bus?
Yes, absolutely driving.
Is that what you call your Blazer?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, yeah,
It is a bit of a struggle when it doesn't start.
Yeah, when it doesn't start, it's a little bit of a an oof.
Yeah, I saw you did drive that today. So.
I did not.
Alright.
Hey Chris, you know, for that informational thing, you can give away free promotional frisbees. Oh gosh, they put so much tape on this.
So this is actually one of the, not rare cases, but less common cases where we use DDR4 with the D690.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also apologize for the horrendous audio there, because I had to open the box.
Had to crinkle a bag for
The crinkled bag.
15 minutes. Yeah, DDR4 is still cheaper than DDR5, so if it's not crucial that you have high memory speed, bandwidth, or latency, then just go
Also,
DDR4.
stability is also another thing. Mind you, DDR5's gotten pretty decent,
Oh, it's much better than it was.
but
Yeah,
still,
it takes a few months usually for new technology to mature like that.
everything all good, Chris.
Man are really wearing a Temple Run shirt.
I got this at SuperCon, by the way.
I look nice and professional.
If you recall, many years ago when we went to SuperCon and then we entered the raffle for the Temple Run people, and I still have this shirt. I won a tour of their office, and then it just
Didn't
never
go.
lined up.
Yeah. I'm wearing a nice polo shirt, halfway between business casual and
Yes.
casual.
It's just a T-shirt with literally the Polo logo on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all that is.
Pretty much. Much more comfortable than dual layer undershirt and actual polo when it's 95
valid.
degrees outside.
Valid. With a heat index of triple digits.
We used to wear these top flight shirts, but I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore.
I still want you to, but I've just
Our
let that go. It's never gonna happen.
the builders union has
The
negotiated
Builders
negotiated the terms.
Another one for the box wall.
Yeah, maybe if you got them in like the tri-blend, really soft fabric.
Oh, those are always the
Our
nice
polos
ones.
are much better than our shirts.
Well, I don't have one of polos, or maybe I do, but it's wrong size.
Really?
Yeah,
Wrong size.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm a medium. I'm pretty sure it's a large or an extra large.
Yeah, it'll still fit.
It'll fit. It's just big.
Just wear
I hope Amanda does your clothes shopping for you.
it.
Okay, SATA power, 1 PCIe harness, this is a 3060, 2 CPU harnesses, and 24 pin.
I forgot where the camera was for a half second there.
It's on the ceiling.
It is on the ceiling.
As opposed to in the back corner.
Yes.
Hey. Yep.
I mean, there's one in the front too.
Really?
And there's one in,
Front camera.
and there's one in the employee
Oh my
bathroom.
I don't think Chris got that joke,
No.
but that's okay. I still love this motherboard. Very much.
Yeah, it's
Very
a,
much
it's a
like
pretty
this
sweet
motherboard.
board. You have that cable management Velcro.
Ah, yes, the cable management Velcro of pointlessness.
This is the screwdriver that's not magnetic anymore.
Oh, you
I
need,
don't want that one.
you need to change it out.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's magnetic.
Amanda's watching the screen on the TV.
I figured.
I figured she was watching it. Otherwise, she is just a psychic.
So does she do your clothes shopping?
She says the time looks really cool all lit up.
Thank you. I was
Good
going to
job.
talk about that here in just a moment once we go back to front cam. But I need my RAM.
You put it in front?
Almost. I got to do RAM first. Then we can. Oh, I also need the motherboard mount.
The bracket?
The bracket.
I will get you the bracket right now.
Because otherwise I will forget that, and then it will be bad day.
I mean, this case doesn't cut out, so it'd be fine, but yeah, it's
True.
easier to do it now.
We got a new water cooler adapter here.
More brackets. We got more brackets for our brackets.
Yo, dog, I heard you like
I was
bracket.
worried that they weren't going to be here in time, but I got the FedEx notification and it's going to be here in time.
Solid.
You can fix anything with zip ties.
True. No, you can affix anything with zip ties.
What's the, if it moves and it's not supposed to, duct tape and zip ties. If it doesn't move and it's supposed to, WD-40.
WD-40.
I think it's the law of engineering.
If it's supposed to move and it is moving, then what are you doing?
Yeah, then you're fine.
Your job's done. Alright, now you can go back to top cam. Front cam. Front cam, top cam, side cam. Yes. So yes, we now have a wonderful new sign. And somehow it perfectly matches up. You know, we totally planned the distance between this notification and this sign.
Oh, yeah.
It just happened to work out amazing. I mean, we did that through rigorous amounts of testing and hundreds of QC hours. Oh, we got lucky on that. But yeah, I made a new sign for
Oh,
it.
you don't need
so
to
it looks
fix
good.
that to you. You need them from that bracket box. I need the thumb screws. Go in the magnetic
No,
press
I can
tray.
use the I can
the
use the
thumb screws,
thing.
the post from that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the case is yours when you're
Oh, I need
done
the
with that.
back plate.
That backwards.
Not back plate.
Actually, I'm gonna install the hard drive. I'll take and run cable to it early.
Smart.
Then I will put
Nailed
fans
it.
on there. There you go.
Not super much happened in the world of the tech news.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Intel's rumored to stop making their GPUs.
Is that all? That's not all of them.
Yes, that's actually all of them.
The ones that they're releasing right now?
Mhm.
Interesting.
They're not actually releasing them. Apparently, there's a lot of problems with them.
I saw
Allegedly.
Didn't they try to use like the driver for the onboard graphics for the dedicated driver?
Yes.
There was enough initial Windows update related to the drivers, some other stuff.
But yeah, allegedly Intel's talking about axing the entire project.
I'm not sure I believe that because they're so far in. It's literally, it's like the sunk cost fallacy, but it's actually true because they put billions into this.
Yes.
So I think they're just gonna keep pushing it. But I guess we'll see.
Well, the big problem that they're running into right now, again, this is all allegedly. This is also from Linus in their WAN show, but this is all a big allegedly. That they made all of the silicon for these many months ago, and they were just sitting in a warehouse. And they realized that they thought that they could just fix the problem with software updates, but they found that they can't. So now they're going to have to remanufacture, and now they just have thousands of silicon chips out there that are basically pointless.
Oh.
And at that point, they're like, well, is it worth, investing in other?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's all still speculation. So
It absolutely is.
We'll see. But personally, I think they'll still come to market.
Yeah. In other news, another Intel news, the Optane is now dead.
Yeah.
Officially.
Optane's been axed. It was already cut back from consumer products. They had switched it, I think, early this year or maybe last year, to be business products only for Optane, mostly server stuff. But now they're killing off 3D cross points flash entirely.
It was a cool idea.
It was cool and it worked well, but like the use cases were so
They were so
specific
niche.
and it was
So
expensive.
So the system memory.
Everything Optane is gone. No more 3D cross flash.
Yep.
Including server persistent memory. Yep.
I mean, it basically was, at least initially, it was, hey, buy a hard drive and then buy an SSD to get SSD speeds.
Yeah.
But you could also just buy an SSD for
Well,
that same price.
Really, it was marketed towards you have your old crappy computer with just a hard drive, add this little thing and it'll make it way better.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, by the
now-
way, that system also has to have M.2 select.
Yeah, and a CPU new enough to support
Yeah.
Optane and a chipset. But yeah, at this point, I don't think there's many people in that situation anymore. Even computers, even relatively low-end computers bought years ago have SSDs now. So
Yeah, and I mean, back when Optane launched, it was a more, I guess, viable option, where things were just SSDs, like large capacity SSDs were really expensive.
yeah,
But it was still like what, 50 cents a gig, something like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's when it kind of made sense to just buy like a 2 terabyte hard drive and then buy an Optane.
Is this the one you gave me?
Yes.
Okay,
Is that the one that was sitting right
that's the
there?
one I just took off.
Yeah, you can tell the difference because that is smooth and those are jagged.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
old ones are jagged. So yeah, I mean, it was a cool product, and like it was actually used in a lot of budget builds, realistically, because yeah, you could buy a 200 or like a 2 to 4 terabyte hard drive,
Yeah.
and then pay what was it, $60-$70 for an Octane drive, and then you're off to the races at decent speeds.
Yeah, it was a cool concept thing. It worked well, but yeah, again, I don't think it was that. For a lot of people, it just wasn't applicable, especially since SSDs are so cheap now.
Yeah, now SSDs are.
You're talking a 256 or even a 512 gig SSD is a much more like.
I can buy a 2 terabyte Gen 4, actually the 2 terabyte version of the Kingston drive for $193.
If you go on PC Part Picker, what is the cost of like a really popular 512 gig Gen 3 NVMe?
So 970.
No, like
The
Corsair,
popular ones. Yeah,
like
or Kingston. Like
okay, that's a high end.
yeah. Evo is more expensive.
We're talking like
Just sort by ratings,
true.
descending.
So into NVMe in stock.
It'll be like a WD-40 or something.
That was the most painless those have ever gone in, and I'm worried now about the rest of the build.
The 970 Plus is the highest rated. But it is $67. The Crystal P2, that has a RAM is $40.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even without a RAM cache, they'll still perform fine. So like that's how cheap they are.
Yep.
So trying to get a 1 terabyte hard drive and an Optane module is going to cost you more than that.
Oh yeah, now.
So like
I mean, even a well, there's even no point to go with a 1 terabyte hard drive anymore.
Yeah. A 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte, like $5 apart.
Yep. And then, I mean, that's kind of the problem with it, though. Is yeah, they're like $5, and then a 2 terabyte and a 3 terabyte is another like 10.
Yeah, yeah. I had this problem when I'm shopping for hard drives for my NAS at home right now. It was like, okay, I can get 5 terabyte SAS drives for $50, or I can get a 6 terabyte for $52. I'm like,
yeah. And then it's like, or you could get a 12 terabyte for 1.5x the cost, and it's like, huh, that's a good value proposition.
Yeah, it's just so. Optane was great, but I think its niche is pretty much gone now.
Yeah. What server applications did it have? Was it similar? The same ideology?
It had persistent memory, so it's similar to the speed and especially the latency of actual RAM, but it was cheaper than RAM, and you could have a ton of it.
Oh, is that?
So you could have a server with terabytes of Optane persistent memory, which is almost as good as DRAM and way cheaper.
Well, it was still
It's still expensive, but cheaper than RAM, and you could have more.
Yeah.
And servers, even right now, you can't. None that I know of, you can't have like 8 terabytes of RAM.
We were thinking about putting persistent memory on superpower, so we elected not to do that.
Yeah, and especially in the consumer stuff, the support for it isn't great.
Also,
Yeah, no problem.
it says that I need the mic, but I don't want to buy. I don't want to pay almost $7,000.
Well, it depends how much you want to talk, because I can't hear you otherwise.
I know.
But yes,
I agree.
I mean you have the mic on your headset. It'll just sound. Oh really? No.
I'm just gonna literally pull up my photos of the same build or the same motherboard when I took photos of the where the placements. There it is. Should just print these off for all the different motherboards.
I mean, for most boards
of
by
them.
the same manufacturer, they'll be the same.
Yeah.
A snowball.
No. Snowballs are terrible. They're also huge. They're deceptively small on the photos, but when you
Yeah.
get them, they're like that big.
Depends on how much you want to spend, Chris. Because I have an AT2020 USB and it's great, but it's like $150.
Like on and off.
I mean, just get a new headset probably, or put a
Mod
mic.
mic. Yep.
But those are also kind of expensive.
You could also you could turn on technically that webcam
Oh,
and then use
gosh.
the webcam audio.
Sounds terrible.
It'll sound like a McDonald's drive-through.
Hey guys, yeah, I like to talk about the.
That's gonna sound terrible, by the way. So, pre-warning. I should have said that, but oh well.
Oh my god, that phone.
Would you like large fry with that?
Would you like a large fry with that?
Did you see that the McDonald's is getting sued by the McFlurry company that makes the machines for deformation?
Oh, yeah.
And they're suing him for $1 billion of lost revenue too because they've been lying about the McFlurry machines being down.
Well, I saw that. It was like I don't know if it was plain negligence or something, but the manufacturer of the machine, like, I don't know if it was poorly designed. I can't really remember. But something about like them being down all the time was like the fault of the manufacturer. But then yes, employees will say it's broken if they don't want to clean it.
Yep.
Which I have worked in food service, so I can kind of see where they're coming from.
Oh, I absolutely can see that.
When it's 2 a.m. and one person wants one McFlurry and the machine hasn't been cleaned, you know. There's also someone has a website still where there's a endpoint that you can like hit on McDonald's website to track whether it's used by the app to tell if McFlurries are available right now or not. but you can hit it and ping the machine to see if it's operating.
I know.
So there's a website where you can go to see the status of every ice cream machine in every McDonald's in the country.
I love how this conversation went from, hey, let's talk about tech, to now,
This is still tech.
It is relevant news.
There's nothing else to talk about.
This is relevant news, Chris.
Being able to see if an ice cream machine is up now is very important. You should find the website and look up the ones near us. No. Actually, start. Would you like to install that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was good. I used the toolless sled and I put the screws.
Wow.
So he's coming from
And then we get the
A computer?
yeah,
laptop.
no, he's got a tower.
I have to entertain myself while I wait.
What song were you singing in your head?
Macarena.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, I bet you he's probably like, hey,
Macarena. Oh, I guess it's not tech news, but Shakira is gonna be put in jail, it sounds like.
Really?
In Spain. Apparently for like 6 years, in the height of her popularity, she avoided paying any taxes.
Oh, God.
Where she was living and making income. So the country of Spain's putting her on
Did you
trial.
see that Taylor Swift was...
Yeah, the private jet.
Yeah, she has the highest carbon footprint of any person on Earth. Well, that's measurable, at least.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's direct. I
it's
guess.
like,
Like you could say Jeff Bezos because of Amazon.
Yeah.
But like it's, but yeah. And her justification was that when she's not using the plane, it's being chartered out to others, or renting it out basically. But still for plane. So. Do better,
still her
Taylor. Taylor, if you're watching.
if you're watching. You want to install this? Where's the
Do I
screws?
want to, or do we need
I have
to?
the screws?
I think I have them. Maybe. Check the parts.
I have them.
I can't remember. He either has four. So I can't remember if it's 4th gen or 8th gen. And mine's 5 or 9th gen.
4th and 8th is pretty big difference.
I feel like,
Okay.
4th and 8th is a...
but going from either one to this thing.
It should be faster. I mean, it'll be a lot faster if it's 4th gen. It'll be noticeably faster if it's 8th gen. 8th gen was... What year did that come out? Like 2018, 2019?
2018.
What year
we
is
were
it?
doing 8700K.
I remember that, actually.
And that, yeah, 8th gen wasn't as big of a jump as 7th gen was.
The 6.4 thread.
Yeah.
Although most of what he's doing is just
But these are fast and have high ITC.
and it's it is currently.
I mean, that doesn't inherently make it faster, but yes.
Made it all.
It allows it to
Turbo
boost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the single core boost on this thing is over 5 gigahertz. Depending on what your motherboard is set
Okay.
to do.
Again, that
You got
scares
one?
me because it went in the first
Oh
try.
yeah, you're probably just like in
No
the fin-
question.
You're probably just in the fins or something.
Like,
Did you route the cable the right way?
yeah.
Oh,
And that's why I'm like, this is going too well, Andrew.
see, you're
Some-
too good at. You're gonna do this from now. You're slower. I'm slower than you are. So, I'll just take all the peels off this.
Okay. Now we're struggling.
Do
Okay,
they have
that
to put a
makes
sticker
sense.
on every fan hub? Like, come on. Was this necessary? Plastic waste. EVGA. It is EVGA. I don't need to protect the
Yeah,
fan
that-
hub with
that is valid.
with another plastic sticker. I like this size of video card. I feel like video cards are getting too big now.
Well,
Which
they need
they
the
have to-
cooling,
yeah.
but, like,
Yeah, but
they-
we need to address that problem too then. Because it is rumored, I guess there are a little bit of rumors still. The 4090 is rumored to consume about 800 watts of power.
Well, so There's one that's like a 400 watt, and then I think that the 800 watt, the 49 Ti or whatever, I think that'll be a Titan.
I don't think so.
No,
I think
they
this
got
is
rid of the
49.
Titan series.
Yeah, Titan's not a thing anymore. They officially killed RTX Titan.
Correct.
Do they make little plastic blocks that I can put in the motherboard video?
Yeah.
People are still gonna take it
Yeah,
off.
they're
Just
called
put a
like
sticker.
sport plugs or something.
Yeah, just put a sticker there. You know, we could just get some top
You
plate
c-
stickers.
I mean,
and just
you
say,
could
don't
literally
use
put
this. Please use down here.
Yeah. You use painter's tape and draw an arrow down, but like, yes, they do make plugs, but they also kind of fall out.
Yep, and like I said, people are just gonna be like, this is a protector, and they
Yeah,
pull it out
yeah.
and plug in the thing right directly into it. So yeah, I would just do it that way with the thing. Get some nice little like
Yeah,
stickers
it's,
or whatever, and then just
That's what, at least the OEMs I've seen, mostly have a sticker to cover the ports. It says like, wait, read manual first, or it has
Yeah.
an arrow that says like, plug monitor in below. Yeah, a lot of these chips. I mean, this one has an IGP, but a lot of chips nowadays don't. Almost nothing in Ryzen does, unless it's a low-end APU. And anything with a F after it in Intel's SKUs, I'm just putting washers on these.
thank you. Yep.
Does not have an iGPU.
Oh, is that actually how it is?
Yeah.
So this has an iGPU, it's just a K. But if you get the KF, there's no iGPU.
Ah, so that's how they do it. That
Yeah,
way.
it's
Okay.
to save. It saves Intel a little bit of money,
Like,
and it saves you a little bit of money. But
I guess you can overclock it a bit harder if you don't have the iGPU.
not really,
Not
because
always.
because if you have a dedicated card plugged in and nothing's connected to the iGPU, it'll disable itself. So it's not really drawing any power if you're not using it.
It's just wasted space
Yeah.
inside of it. But you're talking, you know.
And actually, in the FSUs, it's
Can I-
still
I
on
need
the
one
dot.
more.
It's just disabled. You need one more. And the
Standing
washer
up.
was standing
No.
up.
I was like, I could see it, but I was
In
like,
the FUs, it is actually on the die, but it's just fused, disconnected. Kind of interesting. It's like product segmentation, like by choice. But that's what they do with a lot of GPUs too. You might have two cards that are the same exact die, but in one, some of the CUDA cores just turned off. So. Yep.
that's a thing.
The more you know.
The more you know.
I think, well, it's the 3080 and 3090 use the same chip. It's just the 3090 gets the binned ones where more CUDA cores work. Yeah, but
I
if
thought
you,
the 3070 was also the same.
I'm not positive it is. I just know the 3080 and 3090 are. Get right.
That's frustrating.
What?
And the cable came off.
That's the fan cable?
Okay, honestly, it's gonna be easier to unscrew the fan.
No, it's actually right here. Luckily.
Oh,
so-
it's that one.
Yeah,
You
it's
got-
that one.
You got lucky then.
But just like,
If it was like the middle one, you're screwed.
oh yeah. Yeah, if it's the middle one, it's that's a
You screwed
F
into
and
the
chat.
motherboard, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna throw these away then.
hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll find out. 'Cause it looks like there was a lot of these left.
That's a good thing. Yeah, pretty confident I did, but now
I don't
you
know.
got me
I
questioning.
don't know why they gave us 30 motherboard screws when there's like 9 holes, but whatever.
I always hate that I gotta run an extender on this one.
You gotta extend your extender.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
to get up to
reach
it won't reach the thing.
hub. It's like 1 inch short.
Yep. Noctua do better.
So there's like a $10 difference between 3 of those blood Noctuas, and 1 Fantex kit. With the Fantex being $10.
Yeah. They have different advantages. The Noctuas are definitely quieter from what I can tell.
Well, so that's not the same 5% as that's not the in a that's the in the front.
Yeah, but you're comparing them right now, so I'm comparing them. The Noctua, these are quieter than the Fantex fans.
Yeah.
The Fantex fans have the advantage of being daisy chainable. and they're also uglier than these Cormax ones. Opinion. The gray.
I like it.
Yeah, it's without doing any. I haven't done any real data testing between them, but I would tend to say I prefer the Chromaxes to the Fantex, but I don't know. Connor might be of a different opinion.
I'm honestly I'm at kind of a. If you're talking just sheer performance, I mean, I guess that's one thing. But then if you're talking just installability, that's also another argument.
But
too.
the thing is, like we here at least we install them one time and then that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it again. But in my experience with no actual data to back it up, these Noctuas are definitely quieter.
I like that.
Have a little speaker and a little
Yeah.
server.
Yeah, they might not be able to push as much air technically, but you know, it's all up to what your needs are. And if you fill out a form on topflightpc.com with your needs, we can give you a quote for a bespoke PC.
And we can argue about fans with you.
Bespoke. Yeah, I keep seeing it on your stuff. I'm like, I had to Google it the first time I saw it. I was like, what does that mean?
Really?
Yeah, bespoke. I'd never used that word before.
I always know it in like.
I just use like custom.
I always know it in like suit talk, like
designed for you.
bespoke.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of content updates on the website. I had to make a ton of updates over like all marketing content. We were saying bespoke custom PC. That's like
Bespoke
saying,
custom, yeah.
That's saying custom custom. Yeah.
CPU unit.
Yeah.
CPU unit.
Absolute unit.
Here, you want to plug in that 24 pin?
Sure. When should I plug in the CPU block?
You know, whatever.
I think I would like to do it before the 24 pin.
It's suggested, but it's not needed.
You go ahead and do that.
You don't need CPU cooling. It's just a big suggestion.
For the hoses that are right in the fan.
Yeah, we have to rotate the fittings. It's fine. Can you grab that for me? It's by the trash can.
I was like, grab what?
I would grab it, but I'm holding the CPU block on.
Oh yeah, you probably need that, don't you?
Yeah, it's my fourth nut. I mean, actually, it probably work fine with only 3.
Yeah, probably would, but don't really want to risk it for that biscuit.
No. I might risk it on my own computer, but probably not here.
Probably. There's no guarantee.
Probably.
If you fill out a form and you're not nice to Chris, then I don't know if all your all your screws are going to be fully tightened. No, you get what you pay for. Actually, not even. You get what you get. I'm just cable managing back here, so just ignore me.
Oh, I am the one. I'm trying to get this. What's the line? Even difficult. Ow!
Oh,
I just poked myself with a pin. It's bleeding.
nice.
Oh gosh.
Workman's comp. Yay.
No.
Walk away. I got
What?
it.
Oh no! It was this heat sink. I thought it was a. That's like a sharp knife. Yeah. Okay. Well, I got the thing on. I will go to the bathroom in just a moment once I get this on. Okay. Asus, some product feedback. Make your CPU VRM heatsink not sharp like a knife.
When they say we don't put blood, sweat, and tears into our bill.
Yeah. Literally.
Clip this clip and show them.
Try not to get blood on anything.
That would be preferred.
I'm gonna do that in a minute. I'm gonna turn my microphone off too.
Yeah, you probably should. Don't unplug it either, because the box is its own microphone. I don't actually even know what heatsink he got cut on. Because all of these are very dull, so...
On the side.
No, all of those are... I don't know. Oh, maybe up there, but...
Just be careful.
Yeah. It is kind of sharp up there. No, it's just funny, because it's like, what? How'd that happen? All right, so I'm going to continue on with the solo stream. Chris is not here either. He left. No, he's actually right there. We're getting pretty close to finishing up Beast of Valhalla, which is designed for a photography workstation. I'm reading that over Chris's shoulder because I have a terrible memory. I do. You've only unscrewed one of those. Me too. Here we will rotate this. There we go. Now we can see the install of the graphics card.
I didn't plug in the CPU thing.
Yeah, I already did. Yep, and then just gotta do a little bit of cable management. Boy, I'm struggling to put in a graphics card, which makes no sense. There it goes. Yep, hard to click. I was like, man, this is weird. You can tell I have not installed a I've done everything else in the builds except install graphics cards in a very long time, and you can tell. I was also smart and already free cable managed that wire there. Yes, yep.
Walk behind the table.
That's too easy, Chris. Plug in that 24 pin? No.
I was doing this CPU plug.
Honestly valid, but
It hit me for that. My man was trying to read what fan had he plugged in.
What all worked out.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there, bud. It's tightened up.
it ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't.
No, Chris. No paste.
Yeah, paste was clear flat. Cool.
Just sit over there.
I'm just gonna say.
Yep, you're suspended. Probably not, to be honest.
There's a point on this.
Maybe we start using gloves if we're getting the bases for that. It's like that one.
Cut-proof gloves. Yes, that's exactly.
What chainsaw gloves?
Yeah.
Chainsaw.
The no, like those shark gloves, like chainmail mesh gloves. That'll be smart, you know. Chainmail. Yep.
Everything is scratched on it.
And then we'll be even smarter, and we won't ground ourselves. We'll just actually put a positive charge to our gloves. No, don't, nobody do that.
Like it's plastic. Like it's
A plastic glove would just cut straight through.
Yeah, it's just like you shouldn't make things so sharp.
The funny part is everything else around it. I was trying to figure out where you got cut was all nice and.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Did you rim heat sink?
Yeah.
Because like this case, all modern cases are like rounded and not that, but like rounded and sanded down, deburred.
Yep, deburred.
Yeah, fair.
But that one just decided to say no. All right. Although the pins are the worst.
I've got pins on the thing clean. Not
Those are the worst.
So we never reintroduced it.
I did when I was.
Okay.
But you're welcome to do it again because we're almost done.
All of the
True.
Fractal cable management have those coordinates that mounted on the back of the
No, it's the actual. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
That was the actual like facility. I think it sends it to like literally the warehouse that it was manufactured in. Cables. Oh, well, that's a little out, but we can fix that easily. Oh yeah, we gotta do the shimmy sham.
Filter.
I don't need it. Yeah, filter.
Oh, Nope.
Is it actually not? Hard drive. I don't know.
It sounded more electrical.
We'll be right back.
Was turned on. Is it not turned on right now?
Welcome back. Yeah, no, it's still on.
Okay.
We don't know what happened there. We heard a very odd noise, so we pulled everything and made sure to double check everything and make sure that we are all good. As you can see, the system is booted on and working. The back fan came unplugged, which is up over here, which we suspect was the culprit of the noise of it kind of hitting the side. So, yeah, the thing's down here. It got messed up. So, we'll go ahead and plug that fan back in there, make sure that the blades aren't hitting the edge anymore, so we don't have any odd noises. But yeah. So thank you all for joining us. If you are interested in one of these systems or a system of your own, feel free to contact us at topflightcomputers.com. Drop us a line there, and I'm gonna tote that sign as much as I possibly can. I spent a lot of time on it. Go ahead and drop us a line there. If you also want to see the finalized photos of this and many of our other builds that we've done in the past few years, you can also check it out on the same website, or you can go over to our Facebook. Our Facebook also has all of them, along with a copious amount of memes as well, so you can go ahead and do there. LinkedIn, if you wanted to follow us on LinkedIn, we also stream. These streams are on LinkedIn. Less memes, more philosophical quotes, and the answers to all of the universe. Probably not.
There's still a lot of memes.
There's still a lot of memes there. TikTok, we have it, I think, maybe.
No.
I don't know. Chris doesn't really want me to talk about it, so I'm not. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, the YouTubes, and everything else. Join us back here this coming Thursday. Same time, same place, for another one of our glorious builds, hopefully without a fan that doesn't give us cut half of our lifespan away. Other than that,
Sounds good.
thank you everyone, and goodbye.